Xmodus Gaming here, back with another indie title. This time we have Darkest Dungeon 2. For those of you looking for Steam Deck gameplay, I'm sorry. It will not run on the Steam Deck very well. It crashes immediately upon entering the main menu. Darkest Dungeon is self-described as a roguelike road trip of the damned. You form a party, equip your stagecoach, and set off across the decaying landscape on a last gasp quest to avert the apocalypse. The greatest dangers you face, however, may come from within.
Ruin has found you at last. My protege, my friend. Our calculations were correct. The ephemeral equation is unbalanced. The Earth spins on a strange and terrifying new axis. And everywhere, unbridled consequence. The world is a wasteland of failures past, and yet you must ride out into it, unafraid. Take this. It is hope, the very last of it. It is yours now. You were bold once. Be bold once more. Free yourself from this suffocating stillness. Fix your gaze on the horizon. And face the fearsome truth of the darkest dungeon. The house on the borderlands, half swallowed by the stain.
Darkest Dungeon is about making the most of a bad situation. You are not expected to succeed on the first expedition. Heroes will die, failure will abound, and the world will seek to smother your flame. Take heart, do not relent. Press forward through the encroaching gloom and face your fears. All of this according to a message displayed upon launching the game.
I know failure well. I glimpsed it lurking at the ragged edges of your mind. I watched its venom spread through the veins of the world. And I trembled.
Right here, I am actually controlling my stagecoach with W to go forward and A and D to go left and right.
A place between places.
Darkest Dungeon 2's character recruitment runs a little bit differently than the first games. Previously, in Darkest Dungeon 1, you would select your characters from a stagecoach that would come into town, and they could be changed out between missions. In Darkest Dungeon 2, now you have a single mission for the stagecoach to get to the Darkest Dungeon, and so you pick your beginning characters, and that's all you got until you finish the run.
Than the horrors of 100
so what I have here is me trying to find the perfect order for the 4 characters that I can select currently. I'm assuming completing runs and completing achievements and different goals will unlock more characters. Once again, I've assumed direct control over the stagecoach, and I'm going left and right to avoid obstacles on the road. This time, leaves. Now we have a combat. I'd like to show you this in full.
Not immune to the spreading stain.
Combat is turn-based, so Audrey is up first, and we can go through her abilities. She has a poison dart, flashing daggers, thrown dagger, and pick to the face as her melee attack. Pick to the face appears to be our strongest attack, doing 4 to 7 damage with a 50% crit on undead or ghostly enemies. I'm not sure what that is. Next, Dismas is up. He is a bit of a rogue with a gun and dagger. Wicked Slice appears to be his strongest attack. He also has Tracking Shot, Duelist Advance, and pistol shot. Let's go ahead and use Wicked Slice. It has a 100% hit chance and it did 12 damage as a critical. Next up is Baristan. He's a bit of a frontline warrior with frontline melee attacks and some bolstering abilities to protect himself and his teammates. And finally for our party is Paracelsus. Paracelsus seems like the name. He has some poison abilities and some healing abilities for the party.
Steady.
Now it looks like we'll have Audrey finish it up with a thrown dagger, dealing a death
One
blow
less
to the last
obstacle
enemy.
in our path.
And we receive our rewards upon completion.
Are you shaken? There is so much worse in store.
Other than combats, there are also events that can happen, like this, the Desperate Few. So it looks like a small family, a man, woman, and child are here asking for help, saying, "Assist us." And my heroes have things to say, and these things will determine what we do here. Barasan says, "Let us unite them beneath our banner." Paracelsus says, "Fondest goodbyes to my old laboratories." To be honest, I don't know what that means. I do understand let them unite under our banner, you know, that makes perfect sense.
Hope springs in the unlikeliest
So we'll choose
places.
that. Next, we have another combat that I will show you, but it's going to be sped up by 4,000% just to get through it.
Push on to the inn. Rest and resupply await you. There are yet places such as this, where a little light still gathers.
Now we've reached the inn where multiple management activities can be done. We can equip our heroes, we can equip our stagecoach, we can repair our stagecoach. As this is the very beginning of the game, and still technically the tutorial, our only option here is to end the run.
Learn a little, and begin again.
Upon ending a run, you're rewarded with candles, which is your form of mid-game or between-game currency.
Learn from each
The
attempt,
items you can use
deepen
to
your
give
understanding,
your next run
and
a
victory
boost.
will come.
The broken stagecoach off to the right is used to signify our last run. Here at the Altar of Hope, you must spend all your candles before leaving. If you don't have enough for a full upgrade, you can still spend the next candles towards the next
Spare a
upgrade.
thought for tools of iron.
So here I'm
Such
just gonna
implements will
put
serve us well.
some candles into everything. One into trinkets, one into combat items, two into stagecoach items, one
New
into
instruments
inn
will
items.
help us diagnose the into the maelstrom, in search of what hope yet remains.
So this is the in-between run area, and once again I am in control of the stagecoach with W, A, S, and D.
indistinct and ill-lighted. No comfort awaits you here.
We must select our
You have
confession,
cowered in your
denial
crumbling
this time,
denial long
and go
enough.
for it.
I remember our first meeting on the steps of the university. A collegial handshake. That would doom us both. Your insightful questions during my lectures gave me pause. And I recognized in you something of a kindred spirit. Despite our differences in age and position, we shared a keen fascination for archaeology, folklore, and, of course, occultism. The crossroads. A place between places.
We are once again at character selection, and I'm just gonna put the same old team here in a slightly different order.
The road is yours to travel, but you are not alone.
Once more, we have leaves to avoid. Now, I've hit these leaves a few times, and I'm not quite sure if they do damage, but hey, I'm just trying to get out of the way of them just in case.
You see, even your valley is not immune to the spreading.
We've got more combat to speed through. You get the gist of what's going on here.
Are you shaken? There is so much worse in store.
And we are at the inn, a rest point. This time we're gonna have a few more options.
The place is a little worse for wear, but familiar nonetheless.
Everybody's in good condition. They don't have any mental health problems right now, or any health missing, too much health missing at least. So here we are going to select some abilities to upgrade using some points that we have. We're also going to repair the stagecoach and equip a new wheel to it. And now we're off into the next region, the Tangle. Now we've got a map to work with. We're gonna get to crossroads and we're gonna have the option to go left or right or forward. And this time we've seen that there is a hero's path, hero's journey thing that we're gonna do, so we're gonna go to the left. In Darkest Dungeon fashion, there are traps. I'm not sure if I could have done anything about that though, like in Darkest Dungeon 1, where you could just disarm a trap. Here we are at an oasis, Soothing Waters it's called. We have some options. Bearstan wants to drink the water with this skull sort of picture on it. I don't trust that. Skull and candles. And Audrey says she has bad digestion and they better not because her gut aches. I'm gonna go with that. That seems safest. I'm not gonna drink some weird swamp water.
We must understand the past if we are ever to be free of it.
Here we have the Shrine of Reflection to unlock Echoes of the Past. Now, each of the characters have some things to say about what their past was, about how they feel about it, and I'm just going to choose between them. I'm probably going to choose Dismiss, it looks like, just from reading the responses. Dismiss has walls will never hold me. That walls will never again hold me, and that seems pretty hardcore. So we're gonna go with his option.
Highwayman. Chapter 1. Freedom. A prison riot. A fleeting chance to escape incarceration.
This is awesome. So we have a little combat section, a bit of a memory to fight through. And just for Dismiss, he's got his own abilities here, some prisoner attacks.
He would be a fugitive, a hunted man, but a free one nonetheless.
Our rewards for completing that storyline quest was a new ability, point blank shot. Carrying on into the next region, I go into a dungeon called Oblivion's Rampart, where my party basically meets their end. Everyone dies except Aubrey, and, well, forces me to end my run here.
The next stop is leagues away.
Okay, that's all I have for Darkest Dungeon 2.
There's nothing for it now.
Thank you for watching until the end. If you've made it here, why not give me a like and subscribe? I also have a Patreon. The link is in the description.
If indeed
until next time, have a good one.
Remain undeterred, and you will yet prevail.